Namaste to all. Uh, Myself, Dr. Anamika Ahirwar, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology. And today I am going to tell you about the introduction of artificial intelligence. So let's start today's topic. Um, in artificial intelligence, nowadays it is a very research oriented topic because everywhere intelligence is used in the research. Okay, so if we are talking about the robots, that means artificial intelligence is used in the robotics devices, of course. And first of all, you should know that what intelligence is. Okay, so intelligence means it is the ability to learn and solve problems. What does it mean? Means you have that much knowledge so that you can solve the problems. Because until and unless you don't know you don't know have enough information or knowledge means knowledge comes from the experience basis, right? So it is of course necessary both the things, knowledge and the information. So on the basis of these two terms, you use your intelligence power and to solve your problems, right? And the most common answer that one expects is to make computers intelligent so that they can act intelligently, right? But the question is, how much intelligent? How can one judge the intelligence? And intelligence, of course, it is the ability to acquire and apply the knowledge. As I told you that information and knowledge, both the things are very much important for this artificial intelligence to resolve your issues, to solve the problems, of course. And if you're talking about the knowledge, okay, so knowledge is what? Knowledge is the information acquired through experiences, okay. And experience, now what is experience? Experience is the knowledge which is gained through exposure. You can say that it is a kind of training, okay. So for this exposure you will get the experience. So these three terms, what are these? Intelligence, knowledge and experience are the plays a vital role in artificial intelligence. Now, as you have seen in this figure, that artificial intelligence, it is a combination of intelligence, knowledge and experience. Okay, so summing up the terms up, we get artificial intelligence as the copy of something natural. That means human beings. So, who is capable of acquiring and applying the information it has gained through exposure? Okay. Now, the question is, what is artificial intelligence? So, artificial, in short, we can say that AI. So, AI is the simulation of human intelligence by machines. What machine does? As we instruct, as per our instructions, which is feed through programming in the machines, it will work, and you can say it will give the results of that, or you can say the output or outcome or the desired output. So as per the coding, as per the instructions. So for this artificial intelligence, it is the ability to solve problems, the ability to act rationally, the ability to act like humans. That's why we are saying that artificial, because it is not like natural as we human beings are. We have the mind through which we can take the decisions at the moment when the situations, sometimes of course weird, and situations sometimes which is very good, okay. So as per, but it is not always possible that because this is sometimes very uncertain, that if something is in front of me and you have to take the quick decisions at that moment, because you can't wait for a minute or two for taking that decisions. You have to take the quick decisions. Like if you are talking about the doctors, and sometimes the doctor said, you just tell me in this particular part should operate. So I just want for your concern that let me tell you what we will do, whether we should proceed or not. Okay, so as for the assurance of the family member, they start doing their work. So it can't happen in the instructions, because instructions are previously on the basis of the experience, on the basis of the information, on the basis of the things which we will get that which we will get in the desired output. Okay, so as per the requirement we just feed those instructions. Okay, but it is not always possible, because something which is uncertain, of course. So here we are talking about the ability to act like human. That's why we are saying this. Now the programs that behave externally like humans, it are artificial intelligence. Programs that operate internally as humans do, it is artificial intelligence. And the computational systems that behave intelligently is artificial intelligence. Or you can say the relational behavior, of course it is artificial intelligence, we can say. And now come to the next point, that is history of artificial intelligence. And this basically starts in the 1943. Okay, so in this period 1943 to 1955, the station of artificial intelligence is there. And basically in the 1956, the birth of artificial intelligence. And of course later on in the 1966 to 1973, a dose of reality is mentioned there. Okay, because it is some like pretend to be natural. Okay, so the next is the knowledge based systems, that is the key to power, and it is in between the 1969 to 1979. Okay, and this artificial intelligence becomes an industry 1980s to present. And this AI, that is artificial intelligence, becomes a science that is from 1987 to present. And the emergence of intelligent agents, that is in 1995 to present. Okay, so this is all about the history of intelligence, so we should know about this also. Now the next is artificial intelligence. In that, intelligence is basically composed of some points, and what are those points? You can say key factors also. And what are these? First is reasoning, second is learning, third is problem solving, then perception, and the linguistic intelligence. So these are composed of getting the intelligence. Okay, now what is the need of artificial intelligence? So the need for artificial intelligence is to create expert system which exhibit intelligent behavior with the capability to learn, demonstrate, explain, and advise its users. And of course it is a helping machine which finds the solution to complex problems like humans do, and applying them as algorithm in a computer friendly manner. Because sometimes when the situation is out of control, or you can say the situation is weird, so there some are elders, and elders can resolve that issue because they have much experience rather the youngsters. Okay, so if there's a complicated issue which is suddenly comes and which is suddenly generated due to some circumstances, so they people have enough experience, enough knowledge, and of course information also. So they are just to give the best solution. Rather, if we are talking about the youngsters, so there of course it is of course of friendly also, because if it is not friendly, then it is not able to get all the things, because if you peoples are friendly to each other, that means you can understand better. So if we are providing the solution of the complex problem, that means we are very much familiar of those problems. So on the basis of these the situations, the problems, sometimes some things which is very much complicated, so how it becomes easier through some planning, also through some strategy which we are following, or after maintaining some protocol also. Okay, so here to find the complementary solution, so for this complicated solutions, if we want to resolve these, there is a need for artificial intelligence, right? And now come to the applications of artificial intelligence. It is very important because in every area nowadays, artificial intelligence has become popular and popular. So if we are talking about the natural language processing, in that application plays a vital role in this language processing, and then gaming also, because there are some building power games, or you can say memory power games, which are very much beneficial for the kids or for the students also. So that's why we are saying that the persons who are frequently, or you are interested to play games, are have you can say the much sharper mind, rather than the persons who are not playing games, because and that their IQ, their intelligence is testing on that day game. If we are talking about the bike riding, so it is very much important that how the player focuses on that to take the vehicle from the crowded area, or to drive in such a crowded area, and he just maintain the speed also. So that it is also of course used in that application, sorry, artificial intelligence. And next is the speech recognition. Of course, speech recognition is nowadays very much important for the security purpose, because if nowadays we people are very much fond of using smartphones and many digital devices, like the CCTV cameras also, and if there is some locking system in which speech recognition, through speech recognition we are just locking the things, we are just securing our files, our things. So it is very much important that how we are using the artificial intelligence. So we just say something like a password, we just say the password, and then through artificial intelligence, it can be recognized that how we can retrieve the voice or the speech of that person which he or she had already saved, for that to unlock that system, like your main door of the flat, or the lock screen of a smartphone, or the lock screen of, or the desktop screen of the laptops and desktops also. And now the next is a vision system. Of course, vision is very much important, because in the artificial intelligence is used, but it is used artificially. That means through some instructions, through some protocol, through some programming code, there's a vision system through which we peoples are going to or use the artificial intelligence for the vision systems. Now, if you're talking about the healthcare, nowadays it is very much important that artificial intelligence is used in different areas of healthcare, right? Robots. If you're talking about the robots, then robots play a vital role if we replace um, the doctors through robots. Then there are some sensitive areas through which it is not secure for the human beings or like doctors. So we can just build that robot and instruct those things which is helpful or which will be used for doing that task. So we just putting those instructions or feed those instructions to the robot, and then robot will work for the doctors and give the better results like doctors. Okay, in the automotive, like of course there is automation of in every field. So these are some kind of application areas in which artificial intelligence is used. Now come to the advantages of artificial intelligence. What are those advantages? The advantages are, it is the most powerful and more useful computers. Okay, and there's a new and improved interfaces also, and solving new problems and better handling of information, relieves information overload, conversion of information into knowledge. These are some of the advantages where artificial intelligence is used. And of course, if advantages is there, disadvantages are also exist. And what are these disadvantages? It is, first one is increased cost, and the second is the difficulty with software development, slow and expenses, because if nowadays the technologies is updating very frequently, so you need to you need to use those things which is important, and you must have to finish your task in that given time constraint, that given deadline. Okay, so because if you are not completing your task in the given deadline, of course it should be more expensive, because as the time goes on, everything will be you have to give or you can say spend more money. Okay, like for the developer salary or some softwares and all that testing, of course. And the next is the few experienced programmers, and because there are not easy available for those experienced programmers for who is working in this area. So of course it is one of the advantage. And the next is a few practical products have reached the market as yet. So these are some disadvantages of artificial intelligence. Now come to the future of AI. What is the future of AI? First is the looking at the features and its wide application. We may definitely stick to artificial intelligence. Seeing at the development of AI is it that the future world is becoming artificial. And next is a biological intelligence is fixed, because it is an old mature paradigm, but the new paradigm of non-biological computation and intelligence is growing exponentially. So the memory capacity of the human brain is probably of the order of 1,000,000,000 binary digits, but most of this is probably used in remembering visual impressions and other comparative wasteful ways. And so hence we can say that as natural intelligence is limited and vital to world may now depend upon computers for smooth working. Now humanoid robot and AI. Humanoid means what? It is just look like the humans. Okay, so have you heard about Sophia? Sophia is a social humanoid robot which is developed by Hong Kong based company Hanson Robotics. Okay, and Sophia has activated on April 19, 2015, and she made her first public appearance at South by Southwest West Festival in mid-March 2006 in United States. In October 2017, Sophia became a Saudi Arabian citizen, the first robot to receive citizenship in any country. And the next is the explosive growth of AI. Since AI is applicable in almost all fields, they become the need of our life. It is the reason behind the explosive growth of AI, and this growth can be divided into two parts, which is based on the application area and what purpose they serve. Okay, so what is the purpose? They are as follows, like growth in positive sense means useful. Of course it is useful. If it is in positive sense, means it is useful to society. And growth in negative sense, of course it is harmful for the society. Now come to the AI tools. AI has, that is artificial intelligence, has developed a large number of tools to solve the most difficult problems in computer science, like search and optimization, logic, probabilistic methods for uncertain reasoning, classifiers and statistical learning methods, etc. Like neural network, control theory, languages. These all are the tools which are used in artificial intelligence to develop a large number of tools. Okay, so here I wind up my session, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please let me ask. You can ask your doubts in the comment box, or in our next videos also, or you can say in the Google Meet also. Okay, so till then, bye bye and take care. Okay, so next we will discuss the next topic in the next lecture. Okay, fine, thanks.